So this is what they, the most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. It's there. And this is their feelings for you there. And this is what's on their mind. 3 of Cups. It's Cancer energy again. So they feel like tied to the happy memories that you share together, and even their own willingness to kind of try again, because here they were all tough, trying to move on, taking care of themselves. And now 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Now their hope is starting to bloom up, and they think about, they get ideas of how to fix this, and they would want to spend time with you. Okay. And this is on their feelings level, and we have a 10 of Cups. So they really love you, and in a mature kind of way. This is actually Sagittarius Leo energy. 4 of Cups, Page of Swords. It's not all that cracked, what it cracked up to be cool and, you know, not engage in relationships because you don't want to get hurt again. It was more fun to actually engage in you, to feel more alive, to feel more passionate and like living. And this is their most likely action. 3 of Wands. So they really want something. They have a plan. They have an agenda. Temperance and the Queen of Pentacles shows both attraction, spiritual growth, but also being mature and grounded and doing sensible things, not kind of overreacting or spinning off on certain drama. We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's basically a marriage here with the alchemic wedding card, temperance card in between. But it means that we are marrying someone that are not, it's going to cause problems. We're not going to agree at all time, and our differences is going to make us evolve. And that is what we're seeing here with the 3 of Wands. We need to work on it if it's going to go in a become successful. We can say it like that. Okay, 7 of Cups together with Ace of Swords. It seems like they are a little bit beginner with trying to figure out what it is that they are feeling and putting words to this. So they don't really know themselves that well. So it's not only that it's difficult or has been difficult in relationship to other people, it's also difficult in their relationship to themselves, but they're starting to figure it out. It's starting to, okay, that feeling, it means that it's this, this is my word on this. I feel used and abused, for example, or this feeling is when I'm feeling like I have been lied to or fooled, and this feeling I get when I really like something. So they're really trying to figure this out. They're trying to figure it out themselves, but also themselves in relationship to other people, why they're being triggered in certain ways, why they, if they have certain trauma in certain places. And here we see the Queen of Wands, which is most likely you, together with the 9 of Swords. So they think you were a much more happier person before, but then things happen. You started to see like dark clouds everywhere. You couldn't be positive about the relationship anymore. I guess that was when you started to lose hope, and maybe didn't find the same kind of happiness in the relationship or the same hope for the relationship. And with the High Priestess, I'm still feeling your energy. So I'm thinking they are trying to figure themselves out, and you are not really available for them because we saw that they didn't want to re-engage because of certain things, and you don't want to re-engage for certain things, and they are kind of preoccupied here with trying to figure themselves out, and you are preoccupied with not letting anyone hurt you anymore. So both of you seems a little bit preoccupied, and it might not be so easy to re-engage in this relationship at this point in time. So moving on, not that the will isn't there, because the person do want to be with you, but it's complicated. Okay, so and here is on their feeling level, and we have a 9 of Wands together with 6 of Pentacles. So again with this, they have certain like almost like an ultimatum, or certain things that they won't compromise with, and they need you to want to compromise about certain things too. They might agree with the Seven of Cups that they weren't all that smart in the relationship, and they weren't really acting all that well or knowing their emotions that well. So when you maybe wanted a deeper connection, they couldn't understand what that was for, or the purpose of it, or why even go there. And now I think they see with the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords, they see why they need to mature, and they need to learn to understand their own emotions, things like this. But they are not prepared to take all the blame in this situation. They want it to be a situation with equal give and take, because they are not going to play the black sheep, or the person that's getting all the blame, or the person that needs to improve. They have demands that both people need to improve. Both people need to see their issues. And Six of Swords. So they think there's a certain black cloud over your head, and that you might carry a lot of trauma from. They might be stupid, okay? They say, I might be stupid, I might not know this with emotions and all these kind of things, but you are very emotional. You are like seeing the worst in me, you're seeing the worst in my actions, you are always thinking that the worst will happen, or that I'm not to be trusted, or that I will turn on you. So everything I do, you always read in a very negative aspect to it. So for example, if I'm late, it's because I'm with another boy or another girl, or I don't care about you. And if I'm saying a certain thing, you're always suspicious and angling it to becoming something else. And here we have a Nine of Pentacles together with the Three of Swords. Okay, we have nine of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. So this is self-love. They feel like you are doing a little bit better without them than what you did with them. You seem healthier. So it seems like you are broken up, since they feel that you are doing better without them. But here, it doesn't seem that way, because you're open to them and inviting to them. Here, maybe not so much. So you're kind of complicated too, because you have this attitude that everything can be fixed. Again, everything can be fixed except from this person, because with them you become very hopeless, and you think that the world is ending every time they do something. It's like you're really looking for flaws with them, or if there is a flaw, you are finding it and making it to a problem or something to worry about. And here we're seeing you're worrying a lot. So they actually have a want and a need that you should work on yourself too. We have Three of Wands, Three of Swords, Three of Cups. It's connected to the Empress. So the person that seems to have their thing together and be the central sun, the one that feeds everyone else, or being kind of the mother to everyone, this person has issues too, is what this person is trying to say. That I will try to see what it is exactly. Seems like they know that you are this strong, very respectable person, but in the same time you're so darn broken, and that scares this person. We were always meant to be together, this person says, and we see this with for example, Ten of Cups here, and this Three of Cups. That they do believe that, and they have maybe always felt that since the beginning. And how can I ever pay you back? Yeah, they feel that they weren't all that smart in the relationship, and with all the Empress energy, and we also have the High Priestess here, I think that they felt you were a little bit more sharp than them, particularly when it came to emotions, where they felt like they didn't have a clue really. And so that they thank you for. You open their eyes to that one need to look at one's emotions as well. and they feel like they need you in their life. I can't see the obsessive needing. I'm mostly seeing them like putting up some boundaries here and demands, and yeah, they need you in their life. With Six of Swords here and Nine of Swords, it might be their feelings as well that they are kind of projecting on you, that they feel like they miss you a great deal, but they are making it about you having those emotions, or you being the one that's broken. I cry myself to sleep and I don't feel good enough. I'm thinking they are projecting a lot of their issues on you and saying, you have these problems too. You need to fix this. I'm not alone in all this. I'm not the one that did all the bad things, and you have issues too. Okay. And so we need to read this, even if I feel like this is your energy. I need to read it as if it's theirs. And they're trying to feel good enough, but they can't make it happen. They can't make it happen. So it's something missing, like an epiphany that they haven't really made just yet. They can't see this with themselves just yet. They can just see that you need to fix your issue. I can fix mine, but you need to fix like this issue. And they don't see that they have this issue themselves. And it's very likely that you have a similar issue to this. We usually mirror each other, and we also saw with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles both had issues that needed to be worked out in the alchemic wedding, where we are making gold out of lesser metals. That means we go on a journey of spiritual growth through seeing our own shadows and issues. So this person isn't able to see this issue just yet. They can see that I didn't maybe they weren't able to say that they were sorry in the right time, or catch you when you felt down emotionally. Maybe they were like a little bit blind to all these things, how you wanted to be loved or appreciated. But they feel that you brought in the darkness to the relationship, like the real issues, that you were all kind of dark and twisted. But this is things that they need to realize about themselves. And as long as they are still projecting this on you, it's very hard to have a relationship with them, because they will, not be prepared to start to work on this, because they think it's you that's the problem. Okay. So moving on to the most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. And we have the Fool here together with Ace of Cups. So they definitely want a new beginning with you, and they might be fantasizing of how this would be, and that they would be a little bit tough, and yeah, they would admit to their problems, but they would require things of you as well, and then you would start over and everything will be perfect. So they have solved it, but only to their own convenience, like to the level where to have hope, we kind of need to be a little bit naive. Because if we were seeing everything very logically, we wouldn't be able to have hope, and we wouldn't feel inspiration to start something new. We would just see the problems. And here the person isn't seeing the problems. They're just seeing the possibilities and how it's all laid perfectly out in their mind and in their heart. Like, if we just do this, everything will solve. And we have the King of Wands here. I'm thinking this is them trying to be like cooler than you, or at least equally cool, if that's possible. So they're trying to reach up to a level of a certain cleverness or maturity that they might not really own just yet. So you might take a little bit offense with this, that the person is like, they are acting like they have everything together, they have figured it out, and now you are the problem. And that's not the truth, but it makes them feel very secure and like secure with themselves, tough, and it makes them feel like they are your equal. Underneath the surface, there's other things going on, but they don't want to talk about that. So they're still having the same issues that they had here. They have been able to They have been able to see them to a certain level, but here it's like a no-go. No, they have figured it out. Now it's like this, and this is what you're going to have to agree to. And so, but they don't have ill intentions with the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups here. They have the best intentions, just that they are on this level with their soul. They haven't come to the certain amount of experience just yet that they can see that they have these issues too. So they are naive, but they are sweet in the same time. Page of Wands, and they also have the strength to put in work where work needs to be, so spiritual work. They can put in spiritual work where it's needed. It's just that maybe they don't want to admit to their broken heart just yet, and the trauma that they haven't been able to work through. So it's not about them being stupid or daft or rigid or refusing. It's about them trying to protect their mind, is probably trying to protect their heart from certain issues that they are not ready to deal with just yet. But I think they're definitely ready to be in a relationship with you again. It's just that it's not going to be a fixed, solved situation. You're going to have basically the same problems as you had before, just in a little bit lighter version, or both of you are a little bit more skilled. You have learned a little bit more, but there's a lot of healing work still that needs to be done. So don't expect like a rose garden, okay? So this is from your point of view. I feel you even when we are miles apart. So I'm actually feeling this card. I think you have the same feeling there. They say, we were always meant to be together, and you say, I feel you even when we are miles apart. So both of you wants to be together. It's just an issue of being suspicious if the other person has changed to the better or not. I was scared of hurting you. Yes, I think you let yourself be a little bit blind in this relationship. Like you let them have their dignity still. So you didn't tell them when they were all wrong, and you did this because you didn't want to hurt them. And it's kind of normal. We know when we see another person, it's easy to see their shadow, and it's very hard to see our own shadow. And we wouldn't want anyone to just crack us open and, this is your shadow, this is what you need to work on, you have problems. So you are empathic with this person, and all the things that you know about them and their shadow, you don't rub it in their face. You might want to look into that a little bit. Maybe there's things you could make them aware of, but in a way that's not rude or offensive or like a blame game, where you could say, how do you really feel this moment? I'm seeing you're tensing up, and you're kind of refusing to own this problem, and you're telling me that I'm the issue, but is that really true? I can own up to, I did that, I said that, I felt like that, but I'm seeing you tensing up now. So I think we have more things to talk about, like to not make it all about them, not all about you, but keeping like an open investigation where both people are able to see what needs to be done. So no one is closing down and saying, I'm refusing to look at this, or I'm refusing to talk about this, because they want to be already, or like they have already done it. They solved it here, and now they're fine. And that's not going to be the truth. So you are going to have to let them down gently, that there's still things to work on, and keep their spirit up so they're not totally like they don't fall so fast to the ground, okay? And I never felt safe loving you, and I have a lot of insecurities. So they weren't all that wrong with blaming you for having like a lot of issues. It's just that they got them too, okay? So I'm guessing this is your song. I fought it for a while because I thought that maybe you have had this song recently before, but it's definitely the song Issues. We also heard like Rose Garden. I never promised you a rose garden. And that's, I think, an important song too, because it's not going to be a rose garden. So this is what they, the most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. It's there. And this is their feelings for you there. And this is what's on their mind. 3 of Cups. It's Cancer energy again. So they feel like tied to the happy memories that you share together, and even their own willingness to kind of try again, because here they were all tough, trying to move on, taking care of themselves. And now 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Now their hope is starting to bloom up, and they get ideas of how to fix this, and they would want to spend time with you. Okay. And this is on their feelings level, and we have a 10 of Cups. So they really love you, and in a mature kind of way. This is actually Sagittarius Leo energy. 4 of Cups, Page of Swords. It's not all that what it cracked up to be cool and, you know, not engage in relationships because you don't want to get hurt again. It was more fun to actually engage in you, to feel more alive, to feel more passionate and like living. And this is their most likely action. 3 of Wands. So they really want something. They have a plan. They have an agenda. Temperance and the Queen of Pentacles shows both attraction, spiritual growth, but also being mature and grounded and doing sensible things, not kind of overreacting or spinning off on certain drama. We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's basically a marriage here with the alchemic wedding card, temperance card in between. But it means that we are marrying someone that are not, it's going to cause problems. We're not going to agree at all time, and our differences is going to make us evolve. And that is what we're seeing here with the 3 of Wands. We need to work on it if it's going to go in a become successful. We can say it like that. Okay, 7 of Cups together with Ace of Swords. It seems like they are a little bit beginner with trying to figure out what it is that they are feeling and